Okay.
It's got that monstrous great ancient lock,
Yeah.
which is one of the old Mortis keys. I mean, that lock is a classic.
Hmm. What's this say here? Keep out, keep out.
Keep out, keep out. Yeah.
J-A...
J-A-C. I don't know who that would be.
J-A-C, is that another letter after that? K?
Jack. It is, yeah. Jack. Keep out, Jack.
Keep
Keep
out,
out, keep out, Jack.
But is that...
I don't know whether he was... I mean, why it would be on the inside, I've got no
Exactly,
idea.
Yeah. What's that? You've got loads of bottles there as well.
Gin bottles, yes.
And there's a cider bottle that looks like it's from the 80s.
That could very well be. That's Sainsbury's medium dry cider. Yeah, that could very well be. Best before, goodness knows.
Probably didn't have best before in those days.
No.
But that doesn't... That looks like a... Look at the logo on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
6%. Hasn't been touched.
Yeah.
Still full. These, I sort of started putting whiskey bottles and port bottles down here, thinking that people occasionally see a want for interesting bottles to make table lamps.
Mm.
And I thought, oh, yeah. But there's now I've got a regiment of the bloody things.
Yeah, it's great.
Not that I drink much whiskey.
Well, what's the best before on that cola? There's probably one on the somewhere on the bottle cap or something.
Best before August 90.
There we go, 80s.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. What have we got up here? What are these? Here we got a Strongbow cider that looks as though it's been opened. Strongbow dry cider. Best before.
Looks like, well, this looks like something Duncan's brought in, isn't it?
It could be. 5.5% volume. I can't see a date on that, but they didn't. But you don't get these containers with the extra bit to flatten them out.
Yeah.
To make them stand.
No.
They're sort of round bottomed, and they've got that extra bit.
Yeah.
This is there's got a sediment in that.
It's like George's Marvellous Medicine.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Actually, that's got a different cap on it. So goodness knows what that is. I don't fancy drinking it.
No, it's probably yeah.
Empty bottles here. Is that an empty bottle? Yeah, that's an empty bottle. Sainsbury's Monas 3 naturally carbonated water. God, we got 3 bottles of that. What else we got in here? That looks like Sainsbury's American style ginger ale, best before September 90. That's 2000. On leaving SM553, 2610 2000. And then, yeah, all sorts of interesting things here. And these wonderful gin bottles with the handles.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, and a Ricard. That won't deteriorate.
It won't, or it will?
No, that won't. That's don't place the bottle in the refrigerator.
Well, it's been pretty cold down here.
Yeah, that's all right. But that'll be perfectly all right. 45% vol, but you drink it with that's an aniseed one, and you drink that with 1 part Ricard to 4 parts water.
Mm.
No, to 5 parts water. 1 part Ricard, 5 parts water. And it's a wonderful aperitif, that one.
Mm.
It's a Pernod aniseed tone.
Yeah, yeah.
So that one's perfectly all right. But yeah, all sorts of interesting bits and pieces down here.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is the last of the rhubarb wines that I made in Plymouth.
1970.
Rhubarb wine made in 1970, bottled in
1975.
1975, before we left Bradford-on-Avon to move to Plymouth.
Wow.
And the first I bottled only 5 bottles of it. We made 6 bottles worth, and I drank, as we bottled it, I drank one, and it was lovely.
Mm.
So I drank, and not long after that, we drank another one. Beautiful, but not as nice as I'd remembered it. As each bottle went on, it became worse and worse and worse. And I never got round to opening the last one.
So that's the worst of the worst.
That's probably the worst of the worst. Although it may now have turned the point, a corner, and actually be delicious.
Yeah, unless it's gone past that as well.
Yes, maybe
turned
completely
again.
undrinkable. Yeah. I mean, that's 1970. Started that wine in 1970, which was only 2 years after we bought our first house.
Mm. Yeah.
And it was made from the rhubarb, which grows on this side of the pathway, just down from the rotating hanger. That rhubarb was a rhubarb root that we brought from Bradford-on-Avon to Plymouth and then brought some of it back here and planted it there. And there's of course these other dreadful white wines that are probably completely undrinkable now. Or be absolutely horrible. I mean, what's this one? Which is white French medium white wine, 9.5 volume, so it's not very strong at all, and it's a sort of pinky colour, and the date on that is, there must be a date on it. No, it's not even dated, and it doesn't have a sediment, so it'll probably be either undrinkable or not, but it's certainly not worth opening. It might just as well be kept as a curiosity. And this is a Rocamar, Spanish dry white wine, with a date, best served chilled. Is there a date on it? No, they didn't bother about dates in those days. There's no date on that either. Nobody expected to keep it. It wasn't intended for laying down. And a Sainsbury champagne, which is
Happy 50th birthday.
happy 50th birthday, Dave and Joyce.
Almost 20 years now.
Almost 20 years old.
That's a bit of a shock for you, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is, isn't it? Yes. I'm going to open that for my 70th.
Fair enough.
Yes.
That's a good plan. Great. Thanks for this.
All right, okay. It's fun to do it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.